TitleMatchNetwork.com.
Bobby Fulton, he wasn't fantastic seeing. Carl Fergie, would see him in there. A lot of guys you would see. Bill Dundee, I used to see Bill Dundee in that same gym when I was in the 8th grade.
Right.
Yeah, and and I would talk to Steve and Stan. I would talk to Bill. Bobby and Carl kept to themselves, so you guys remember the Barbarian, of course, right?
Of course.
Good story. You want to hear the story?
Bring it on.
Barb was called King Konga. It was right before I was getting ready. I was training Steve and Stan. I bugged those guys for 2 years before they trained me. They didn't have time. They were so busy. And then they trained me, and I would ride with them to the shows, and they talk to me. So I learned so much in the car. Of course, I didn't have a clue. Hadn't had a match yet. I'd trained twice, and I can remember I saw he was called King Konga. True story. And they had videos of him with that, and he looked like, back then the Road Warriors were just getting going big, and he looked like one of the Road Warriors, but he was actually bigger, and and they said that he was green, and it was really like kind of his first full-time job. Well, anyway, he come walking in the gym, and it's summertime, and he had on a toboggan. It's Barb, and well, I was leaving, and I thought, God, he was familiar, and he had that, Fu Manchu, all that. Well, the guys in the gym told me this. He went in the gym, hung from the, stretch a little bit, did 135 15 times, did 225 15 times, did 315 15 times. By that time, everybody in the gym was coming over to watch. He did 405 15 times, did 495 8 times, or 5 times. Went over on the bench, did 405 inclined, went over on the incline bench, went over on the flat bench, did 315 15 times, close grip, hung from thing, left. So they all tell me that, right?
Right.
3 days later, I'm riding, and they go, hey, they said, you may get to work tonight, with the new guy. That's all they said. And this is my first match, right? He says, you may get to work tonight with a new guy. And I didn't even have any tights. Steve gave me his singlet, and let me use it that he used to wear years ago. So I'm like, okay, cool, man, because I rode with him a couple of times, and just got to ride. I'd meet him, and I was loading trucks. My old job I had when I was in college, and I was doing that and trying to get in the business, and I wanted to wrestle, and real excited. Well, I get to the show. Steve, I had them singlet on, black singlet, ugliest thing, looked like King Konga Bundy's thing. Remember that? Bundy's? Not against Bundy, I love Bundy. But the strap kept coming off. I'm in the ring, right? And back then, Jerry Lawler pulled the strap. That was a big deal. And I'm like trying to keep that thing up. It's too big for me. It was too big, and I couldn't do it. I'm all nervous and the guy, Paul Morton, Ricky Morton's father, God bless him. He says, he says, hey, you know who you're in the ring with tonight, don't you? And I says, no, like that. I didn't even know who I was working with. They didn't even tell me. They gave me the finish. And I think it was a big headbutt or something. He said, Konga. And I thought, no, not the guy that went in and bench pressed the whole gym.
Right.
Sure enough, here he comes out. Because before that, I thought it was cool, right? And I remember that, and I was real fired up, and I was real excited. And the guy goes, you're going to get your ass kicked. And I went, not by you. I didn't say MF, I wanted to. But at that time, here comes, he told me that, and I went, well, no. And I see this big son of a bitch coming around going, oh, God, I need to go back to college. I just stopped. I said, oh, I need to go drive a bus, do something. I don't need to be in here. But you know what? He tried to work with me, and I had only trained twice, and I screwed up everything. But he was new in the business, too, and tried to make me look good. But, God, you got a guy like that grab hold of you that strong.
Right.
And you're just going, whoa. And I wasn't being cocky, but I was thought I was ready, thought I was,
Right.
Yeah.
What was Steve Kern and Stan Lane? What were they like back then?
Oh, they were the hot. Oh my God, you would ride to the shows with them. Is it Brent Lauderdale?
Brett.
Yeah. Brett. You would ride to the shows with them, and he'd pull up at some like Columbia, Kentucky was my first show I ever worked, or spot shows, high schools, or any of the major arenas. especially the spot shows, because they hadn't seen them. The other places they've seen them every week, because they do Memphis Monday, Louisville Tuesday, Evansville Wednesday, spot shows Thursday, Friday, once a month Jonesboro, every Saturday morning TV, Memphis, every Saturday night except the last Saturday was Nashville. First 3 Saturdays in Nashville. So they'd see them every week. They were over like we're over them.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.